everybody, it's Dan and Leslie. Welcome back to another Financial Independence to Travel video. We have taken a little bit of a hiatus over the holiday season, and we are back with more fun.
This is hilarious. I just wanted to point out that Leslie is sitting on 3 pillows to raise her to about the same height here. This is a little crazy because I think I may have become the cheapest man alive when it comes to about everything in this little journey.
True.
I brought these out here. So these were my running shoes. I like running. I go out for about 2.5 to 5 miles, like, at least a couple times a week.
This is embarrassing.
Isn't it embarrassing? I just changed from these running shoes. I just changed. I got the exact same ones. I actually had these in my closet for about 4 years, and I haven't been, this is what it's supposed to look like, and here's what it looks like. I couldn't bring myself to switch. Anyway, so welcome back. Like Leslie said, we are going to be talking about financial independence to travel, our new journey. We introduced this several months ago. We haven't done one of these videos in a little while just because, well, we don't want to talk about financial independence all the time. This channel is largely dedicated to travel and Disney and all that fun stuff. Speaking of, we have a podcast, Addicted to the Mouse. If you would like to check that out, we have a ton of good information over there.
Yes, we do.
You want to do this?
Let's do it.
All right. So over the course of 2019, we realized that we were spending a lot of money just trying to, I guess, not really keep up with the Joneses, but just trying to search for happiness, maybe?
Yeah, and it wasn't like that. I don't even know if that's the right way to say it. It was more like we had the money, the extra income after we put a little bit away to savings and, paid our bills. And it was kind of like, why not just blow it?
Why not?
Because you only live once, right?
So we've always saved in tax-advantaged accounts. So I have a 401k at work. Leslie has a couple different ones, 457B, 403B. She's a teacher. So we always put money aside there, but everything that was above and beyond what our normal expenses were, we just thought we could spend. So we went back and we looked at savings rates. So on this series of videos, we will probably not talk a lot about income and in terms of actual dollars, just because it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you make $100 a month or $100,000 a month. If you spend all of what you're making, you're broke, right?
Yeah.
Or more, you're broke. It doesn't matter. So you're actually more, or actually better well off if you are making $1,000 a month and only spending $950 than if you're making $10,000 a month and spending $11,000, right?
Yeah.
So we went back and looked, and we kept track of all of our income and expenses over the last 12 months. And beginning in January of 2019, our savings rate was 19%.
Which is not bad. It's pretty good.
It's not bad, but it was pretty much just the pre-tax money coming out of our paychecks going into those tax-advantaged accounts and us just spending everything else. Over the course of the last 12 months, we have raised that
to 56.7%.
Yes, so that is a huge win. We did a lot of things. We'll talk about everything we did in the last 12 months to raise that up, but we are continuing to try and improve. So, first thing we did was we got rid of the unnecessary stuff that really wasn't bringing us happiness.
Well, do we want to tell them how we started the year off? Like what we started the year off with?
Sure.
Okay, so we have our house, of course, our mortgaged house. We had hunting land that was mortgaged. We had a UTV that we were paying money on that we would take with us whenever we would go to the land.
It's like a 4-wheeler with 4 seats.
Yeah. We had my car loan. We had a housekeeper that we paid $200 a month to come and clean our house. We were spending roughly $800 to $1,200 a month in groceries, I would say, for the 4 of us.
Mm-hmm. I was getting a wine certification, and so I was spending somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000 a month on wine to taste it, to learn more about it, which was fun.
It was fun.
But anyway.
I was getting my haircuts and hair colors every about 6 weeks, and you were getting your haircut every 2 weeks. And and we had our gym membership that was $240 a month.
Right, so what did we do about it? So over the course of the last year, we sold the land. That saved about $350 a month, and we used the proceeds from that to pay off Leslie's car, so that got rid of that payment. We put the rest in savings and invested it, and then we got rid of the housekeeper. We slowed way down on the haircuts, so you're doing haircuts every 2 months now. I'm doing them every 3 weeks, which is about the extent, because we're not willing to totally give those up and cut our own hair yet, I don't think.
That would be a terrible fiasco.
We got rid of cable TV. We have listed the house. The house is for sale, so that hasn't changed yet, but as soon as that sells, our savings rate should go up even higher. The two things that we haven't changed, we have not changed travel because we really value that. In fact, we have just put a deposit on our 2021 vacation. We're going to Asia for that. And then this year we're going to Hawaii and Europe. So that will be fun. We've never been either place. Well, you've been to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Once, so.
Yeah, so you mentioned the satellite TV, cutting that out. We've also cut our grocery bills significantly, so we're spending closer to about $500 to $600 a month on that. So we've really managed to change the way we are looking at things. We take a minute before we purchase items and decide if it's really worth our hard work at our jobs to purchase them.
So, what has changed emotionally? What do you think? Has it been a big, have you noticed the cuts? Has it been hard to do? What do you think?
I'd say most of them, no. Most of them, it has not been hard. I think the cutting our gym membership down, that was probably a tough one just because we really like the people at the gym. And so that one was probably one of the more difficult, challenging ones. We've changed the way, like we used to spend a lot of money on dining out, and I thought I would really miss that. But we actually have managed to, instead of going out for sushi, we've been making sushi at home. Instead of ordering pizza or going out on the weekends, we make homemade pizza, or we put together some really fancy meal that we can kind of like build ourselves.
I actually have that number. So for the first few months of the year, we were spending between $300 and $500 a month dining out. For the last 4 months combined of 2019, it was $118 total.
That's really a really significant change. I mean, you think about how often we went out, and we really didn't even go out that much, but whenever we went out, we like went out big. So that's, I thought that was going to be a difficult change, but it really wasn't. I think probably one of the hardest things is I've always had the idea of, if I saw a shirt I liked, then I could just grab it, or a pair of shoes or whatever. And now I'm thinking about that a little bit more. That's probably been the most challenging part for me. Oh, and my hair.
So for me, I have not missed anything. Honestly, I've enjoyed eating in more. We do like going out some on occasion, but it really wasn't that big of a part of our lives. And I really love the freedom. This is opening up options for us later on. You know, we're going to be here for at least 2 more years, probably a little more. But we don't know what happens after that. Maybe we're here for another decade, maybe we're not, but at least we have options. And we have options now too. So with extra, with the delta between what we spend and what we make, we are investing all of it. And it's really working out. So what do we do exactly with the money? So we have opened up a taxable investment. First, we're maxing out our tax advantage accounts, but then we have opened up a taxable account with our bank, and we are investing about 80% in equities and about 20% in bonds, and those are all in broad-based index funds. So we'll talk more about that in a different video, but in a sense, we are investing in the entire market versus individual companies.
And my favorite part about that account is that we've titled it Travel the World. I think that that is a big piece of whenever you are making this transition, is figuring out your why and making that kind of like the forefront of everything. So our why is to travel the world, to show our kids more cultures, to experience more different cultures. And so having our account named that, it's almost like every time we open our app, it inspires us even more and kind of, I don't know, puts a reason behind and makes you think about it all the time. So
I mean, it's a little more motivating. It's what it's for. Yeah. So, and that's what we're gonna do. We are going to travel the world. Right now, we are trying to fit it in. I've got like a little over 3 weeks of vacation a year, so we're trying to fit it in there. But the more freedom we get, the more room that we get, we're going to make that happen more and more. So, we just finished our last travel series over going to Walt Disney World in October of 2019. That just posted a week ago, and we decided it was the perfect time to update 2019 to 2020, where we wound up for the year and where we're going from here. As far as the future of the financial independent to travel videos on this channel, we will do them every so often, but we also like to focus a lot on family travel, our adventures. We are going to Aulani and Disneyland in March. For spring break. And so once we do that, we will transition back to a lot of the travel vlogs and recapping our trips there. And then we're going to Europe again in June, so that'll pick up there. These videos will be kind of intermixed in between, and then we're also gonna do some Disney reviews, because Leslie is a travel agent that specializes in Disney and Universal. And so we want to bring that to the channel as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I guess whenever we talk about everything that we've given up, do you think, like we've said that we don't feel really deprived? How do you think our kids feel?
Other than not getting multiple bags of chips every time they go to Walmart and maybe multiple different packages of 12-ounce cans of soda, I don't think it's affected them at all, honestly. Yeah. I mean, they liked going to the land, but they haven't asked to go. They haven't missed it. They liked the UTV, but they haven't really noticed it's gone. Once it was gone, it was gone. They might be affected when we move, but honestly, we only use about a third of the house anyway, so I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
It hasn't. It's been amazing. I thought we were going to really have to sacrifice, and we just haven't.
So another big thing with that is that we were uncertain at how they would feel about possibly traveling more and how that would affect their lives, and they've actually been really excited about the potential of homeschooling. And so we are looking into our options there. So we don't really know what our future holds, but we wanted to give everybody an update and come along on this journey with us and see where it takes us.
All right, so thanks for watching. Follow along. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below.